I'm Alessandra.
I'm Joy. We're from 1508 London. I'm one of the design associates. Been with the company now for almost 6 years. So
I'm a senior designer. I've been there for about 4.5.
we range from residential all the way to high-end hospitality.
Like, we do really have our own style, but we're really flexible with depending on the client, both resi or hospitality. We meet them with our client rep. There's a few questionnaires, like, to get an idea of what they want.
We basically go from concept, what they expect, if there's any brands that they want us to include, or they can send us mood images, and then from there we build a concept and then we relay with them to develop each process for each stage. We didn't realise how international the entire weekend was going to be. I think there's quite a variation of London, Russian, lots of Portuguese personalities.
Yeah, and also I think I didn't expect to see like a mix of both like private clients and designers, which was nice. Yeah, but also, I mean, we were really like curious to see like the workshops and all the techniques and like people working in like within the brand.
Craftsmanship between them and the expertise for each piece that brings together for each item. So each person is putting their version into the metalworks and then into the timber and then the finishing. There's loads of different components to create one piece.
Yeah, and it's surprising that everything is within the company here in Portugal, which a lot of companies that we know outsource things.
I mean, it was much larger than I expected. I mean, even really the metalworks, it was quite extensive and just a large volume of people in one room, in one space.
Yeah, and again, what I just said, really amazing, the fact that you guys do everything in-house and don't outsource it. I mean, the few things that I felt like really hand-painted specific tiles, which is really nice to see that you're working with somebody like that is like an artist, but then the rest is all in-house, which is really amazing.
Yeah, and I think it's a great way to showcase what Portuguese design and craftsmanship can be carried on for the rest of the world to see, basically.
It's always easier to sell a product to a client when there is a story behind. If it doesn't have a story, it's harder.
It's like, oh, this is a table.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But if it's a table that's made and handcrafted and blah, 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 so it was great.
I think the answer is going to be the same with this one. We love the heritage.
The heritage.
Yes, the heritage one. And again, just the fact that all the tiles are like hand painted, and I mean, I love the piece. It's just visually I love it, but yeah, the story behind it is really nice.
I think it depends on the project, because obviously the project is the locality of where the project is helps drive where the concept can go. And whenever there's a piece that we now know that CovetED does, they will see if the story of that piece can be inserted into that project. So it's also dependent on the item and also, I guess, the concept. So.
Yeah, I mean, in general, when we go through the first stages of concepts, it's most of the times about obviously client requirements, but the heritage of where the place is, and like to create a sense of place in the project that is not just about your requirements, but also where.
I mean, we've got such a variation of projects now. We're like hospitality projects we're delving into now.
Again, I feel like it's really client specific, and especially with hotels, we need to really follow like the brand standards. And if it has a theme, I don't want to call it a theme, but they have a really specific look, and then we need to follow. It's less about the trend, it's more about their look. But with private clients and resi, I mean, it's not a trend, but I think like it's a really. I've been asked a lot for like boucle upholstery,
which we're sitting on.
Yes,